Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about audit tables. Why do we need them? Who benefits from them? What they're for? And pretty much what we can do with them. My whole point with an audit table is to explain that audit tables will tell you information about records and they will tell you who changed what, when it was changed, why it was changed. It'll give you a lot of information depending on what you care about. Now, let's go with a base example, or actually the typical example. Let's take financial records. Typically, financial records should never really change, but in the off chance that it does change, you want to know why. Like, what if somebody's messing with your bank account? You know, why did your financial record change? Why did this guy who paid me like $20 suddenly disappeared? You want to see the history of that. Was it canceled? There's a lot of things that can help you with audit tables. Another good example is that if you have a page full of content and this content is subject to change at any given point, then you now retain a history of what's going on. So when you update something to a new version, it gives you the option to just say, you know what, I don't know if I really like this version. I want to go back to the previous one. And that's fine. That gives you like a good way out. Another one to think about, or if you've ever used like Confluence, for instance, Confluence has this really neat feature where you can go onto any of the pages that you've previously made, and it retains a page history showing you of all the previous ones. One way you can approach doing stuff like that is by creating an audit table. And the nice thing about audit tables is you have a record that says, oh, here's the old version and here's the new version. Here's who did it, and here's the reference of the table that we're focusing on updating. And you just keep building up and maintaining these record sets and building them out over and over. And eh, I think they're a little tedious to make, but they're very useful. So it's something you should take advantage of whenever you have the opportunity. The people who would typically want to know about audit tables or the change of information could be your boss, or it could be an auditor. It's usually somebody who wants to know the change of information, or as information changes, when did it change and who did it. So if you're trying to track down administration settings and you want to know when certain admin settings were done in a system, then you know who did it and you can ask them, hey, why did you do that? And hopefully you'll get an answer. Anyway, the point is there's a lot of cool little neat tips and tricks that come with audit tables, but it comes with experience, playing around with it, and then just visualizing it in different scenarios and concepts. Now, if you want to implement an audit table, typically whenever you do your inserts or your updates, you insert a brand new record into your separate table that holds the foreign key reference back to your original table and your original record set, and then that's how you maintain all the changes of events that are occurring in this record. And it'll build out a timeline for this specific record, and you know all the events that are happening for it. All right, so I wanted to show you guys quickly like how an audit table might look like. So in this example, I'm using a users table that I had previously made, which contains some basic user information, such as the first name, the last name, email, password hash, etc. Right? But here, what I want to do is I want to create an audit table based on the password hash. The whole reason why I want to do that is that if a user attempts to sign in and they forget their password, and they change their password, say 3 months from now, and we have a hard rule that says, hey, change your password every 3 months and never use the same password twice for security purposes, then I want to make a audit table for this reason. So in that sense, what I'm doing here is I'm creating a brand new table that has a user's audit table. You see here that it has its own unique ID and it has a foreign key ID based off the original ID, so that way we know what record we're maintaining it from. And then we have the password hash old, so we have the old reference, and then we have the new reference. And then we have the soft delete as well in case that record ever got deleted, and when did that happen, and who was the person who ended up doing it. Normally you fit in, say, the staff ID or the customer ID or the user ID of the person who updated this record. So in this case, when I do this, I now have a user's audit table. Now, the only other thing beyond this is that whenever I actually do the inserts and the updates inside the audit table, I also insert a record, or whenever I do the update in the users table, I also insert that update into the users audit table. So then I could maintain and keep a history and track everything that's going on with that user record. Anyway, I just wanted to talk a bit about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys till next time. Laters.